All right, so today the goal of this video is to show you the most common used triggers on n8n. We're gonna do that in a different way. We're not going to, just search what are the most used. We're going to use in our builder to create something for us to do that, and let's see how it's gonna be. First of all, let's see what we have here. So from the past few days, we got more members. That's nice. And more dogs, of course. And something interesting is about Bitcoin. I don't know what happened this week, but the price increased a little bit. If you see some days ago, right? 124, that's too much, right? So, and today, incredibly, it's 112. So the price dropped a lot. So if you were waiting to buy, maybe, I don't know, now it's time to buy, or you can wait, I don't know. I can't recommend anything, but that's it. Right. Aside from that, we have some creation ideation bot here, and we have 3 ideas. One is building it in using plain text with Brynode. Type display commands. Okay, interesting. Probably you need to pay for that. What is that? Brynode. Let's copy. Let's search for that thing, Brynode. Just some ideas and power automations with plain English. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, next. And then we have n8n vs windmill and temporal versus temporal. Okay, looks like we have some other workflows tools here. Maybe we can try them in the future. And of course, yeah, last video I talked about n8n building or create a new functionality that you can create workflows using AI, right? So probably now they will be creating their own I don't know, AI hardware cluster, so they can use their own AI or something to do that. But anyways, let's start with our thing. Let's go back here to our workflow. This is our builder workflow, where we have the chat trigger, right? And then we have our AI agent that will get our chat trigger and will, according to this system prompt, will create the workflows, right? The only thing here, this workflow, it's more regarding schedulers workflows that will send a message to Telegram. So maybe we can make that more generic in the future. But let's see how it's gonna do that today, right? All right, so what's the idea? We needed to create or to test 5 triggers to see how those triggers work, the most common, of course, and see how we can use that in our daily automation tasks. So let's ask our guy here to create, let's see, create a workflow with the top 5 most common triggers used on n8n, right? Create workflow. Yeah, I think that's okay. And let's see what's gonna happen, what this thing is gonna do, and you can check that later. Let's see. While this thing is running, let's just take another look to the Brynode. So here we can see some use case. Interesting. So you enter with a prompt, create workflow and monitors Google Sheet for new rows, and then it generates this workflow. Oh gosh. Nice. Nice. Create AI agent that reads customer support emails categorized by using OpenAI and routes to the right in linear. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Classify email. Interesting node. This is classify email operation. Which node is that? LangChain OpenAI. Parse classification. Jesus. And then I have some if else. Use the set node, right? And then finally use linear to, send something. Create tickets. I don't know. Assign to the correct thing. Makes sense. That's interesting. Okay, I think our workflow has finished, but got an error here. Let's see. AI generated workflow ID has no nodes to start the workflow. Oh my god. What is that? What is the workflow? Name AI generated workflow. Let's see if we can find that. Let's go here. Let's refresh. Let's see that workflow. All right. Okay. That's cool. Let's try it again. Let's just go here, repost the message, and let's see. Okay, it failed again. So we have the top 5 common. Alright, let's go here. Let's see. Okay, we have the workflow created. Oh gosh, what is that? Jesus Christ. What? Web trigger? Yeah, I think it didn't do correctly here. So we have the scheduler trigger, we have the webhook trigger, we have this RSS. Is it a trigger? I don't think is it a trigger. This is not a trigger. Email trigger, I think this is the wrong thing. And we have Telegram trigger, and that's it, right? And what is that? Top 5 commons, and is this going to send to Telegram? Okay, let's run this guy here. Let's see if it's gonna. Okay, it's not recognizing what? This one? That's deleted. This is email trigger. I think we have another email thing here. Actually have many. Probably it's gonna be this one, but we can use that for Gmail, probably for Outlook as well. Yeah, and the other stuff here. And I think the AI wanted to create this one, right? This guy here, mail trigger map. So let's disable the other guys here, and let's just run this thing. Let's see. Send it to Telegram. Bad request. Let's see why. Message text is empty. What's going on? We have the message. Okay, we don't have any thing here, right? So this node is useless. Let's delete that. And let's try it again. Okay. Yeah, it's message. Here it tries to access text, but it's actually message. And let's send. Okay. Now it went. So here we have top 5 common n8n triggers, including this workflow demo. We have the scheduler trigger, webhook trigger, RSS feed read, I don't know, and the email trigger and the Telegram trigger. Okay, that sounds good, right? So basically what we have here is that for RSS, just a second, let me just check for RSS. Yes, we have an RSS feed trigger here, so let's put it here. So looks like those are the most common as per this AI thing here, right? Using this. And they returned this thing here. Okay, so here we have our top 5. So RSS basically keep listening to news coming to a specific URL, right? Looks like here we can put just one URL. Whenever we have a new news or something come from RSS stuff, it will trigger this guy. And we have some workflows here that use RSS. I think you have shown that. And I have showed that in the previous videos, some videos ago, the API test thing. We have a lot of RSS there. The email, it's very important as well. Whenever you receive an email, it can trigger a workflow, and you can do something, you can do anything regarding that email. If that email is from a client, from a teammate, from, I don't know, a seller or something, you can trigger a workflow to handle that email accordingly and send a response back. The webhook is very interesting. Webhook, it's basically a workflow that will start by HTTP request. So it's like a API. Let's say you have a front-end application or an app, and then you have your back-end application. You can make your back-end application use n8n workflows using Webhook triggers. So it gives you an URL, right? So this URL here is going to be your endpoint API, let's say, where any other application, inclusive another n8n workflows, can request this URL, and it will start the workflow that is triggered by this webhook, right? The scheduler, this is the most used here in our videos, so they are most common. It runs according to some specific period of the time. You can make it run more than once, of course. You can make it run instead of just daily at 8 a.m. You can make it daily at 9 a.m. I don't know, 8 a.m. again if you want, but 9 a.m. you can make it run early, right? So this is going to be let's say three triggers for this workflow. It run daily 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and then every hour, right? Something like that. You can have multiple rules for triggers. And the most interesting thing here is that you can have custom crons, right? So crons expression are very common scheduler expression that you can use to schedule different kinds of jobs, right? So basically in this situation here, you can create your cron expression. It also gives you some help here, right? To generate your cron expression. You can click here and then you're gonna be redirected to the cron tab guru. And here it has some examples, right? If you want to run something every minute, it's gonna be this is gonna be the cron expression, right? If you want to run every, I don't know, 10 minutes, I think you just need to do this. Yeah, it's gonna run every 10th minute, I guess. Let's see the next. Yeah, it's gonna run every 10 minutes, right? So if you don't want to run every 10 minutes, but every hour, it's gonna be like this. Every minute past every hour, sorry. So here it should be 0, yeah. So every hour, right, at the minute 0, if you want to run every hour at the minute 20, it will be run every hour. It will run every hour at the minute 20. All right, what else we have here? And then we have the Telegram, of course, right? Whenever you receive a message, a comment to your Telegram bot, you will be receiving the message here. And you have some options here. You can start workflow whenever you receive your Telegram message, right? So you can, for every message, for some specific stuff here, you can set that, and then you will be receiving your Telegram thing, right? So yeah, basically those are the most common triggers as per this AI agent that is using GPT-5 Mini. And that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed, and see you in the next video.